Hi, fifth grade mathematicians. We are finally started our fraction unit, and today I'm going to ask you to really think about and explore equivalent fractions. So for those of you that are in school, you're going to be provided a fraction strip. For those of you that are at home, you can just use a strip of paper. And some of you may not need to actually create or use this strip, but I think you're going to be able to make a lot more discoveries because I'm going to ask you to explore fractions with a denominator of 2 all the way up to 16. So I want you to explore halves and thirds and fourths and fifths and sixths and eighths and ninths and tenths and 11ths and 12ths and 15ths and 16ths. So I really want you to explore fractions a little bit that are broken up into more pieces. So you're going to create a fraction strip simply by folding. So if you imagine that one side of the fraction is the very edge is kind of like 0, and the all the way to the far is equal to 1 whole. Okay, and that could be 1 over 1. Okay, so we have 0 first all the way up to 1 first, which is equivalent to a whole. And then just start to fold. So fold your fraction strip and open it up and then ask yourself, okay, where that fold is on my line, what would I label it at? And since I have 2 parts, this mark would be 1/2. So I'm going to put a little dot on there and I'm going to label it with 1/2. Okay. Then I'm going to ask you to maybe try thirds. Like, how would you fold this strip for thirds? Or how would you fold it to fourths? How would you fold it to 16ths? So you're going to keep folding and you're going to keep exploring. And I just want you to keep folding as much as you possibly can. Try to fold it as much as you possibly can and be able to label all the folds. And while you're doing that, I also want you to make discoveries about equivalent fractions. Okay, look at the fractions that end up in the same place. How could you get to them? What operations could you use? And after you make some discoveries, then I'm going to get your thinking to think a little bit beyond, and I'm going to challenge your thinking with equivalent fractions. Okay, so get out a strip of paper or a sentence strip and start creating your own fraction strip, make some discoveries, and then you can move on to the thinking beyond cards. Good luck, mathematicians.